in hand. In day-to-day life, what's the question? In day-to-day life, how do enlightened people live? In day-to-day life, how do enlightened people live? That's my question. Sip ahem atma, sip ahem sip, sip alak and anand ki khoj, sip Anil Chotwani, Ashwin Atman Revati, sip Atmanand, Atmatray, Chidanand, Bliko, Deepatma, Gigi, sip, sip Girish Anand, Gurpreet, Harshal, Krishna, sip Manisha, Manoj, Nikhila, Peter, sip Pooja, Raghavendra, Rekha, and Reshma, sip Prakash, Samatma, Siba, Siji, sip Simi, Jyoti, Siri, Sita, and Soham, sip Viresh, Aham Brahma, Shivoham. Welcome to the call. Am I too zoomed in? Yes. So let's start. We have Sachin, who's going to be the opening batsman. But the question that is up for us to answer and is in day-to-day life. We are asking in day-to-day life, how do enlightened people live? So with that, Sachin, over to you.
Shubham Guruji, they live
Sure.
in this realization that, Nethi Nethi Tatmasi, plus they serve sip in all, they see sip in all, and they are themselves a sip. They believe they are sip.
I thought today's good answer what you're giving, but nothing new. I want you to explore. I want you to explore this subject much deeper.
Yes, it's also apart from that, they accept everything as it comes. It's a surrender form where nothing matters to them. Once you are enlightened,
Since you have taken the advantage of being the opening batsman, and the next
mm,
is Shivoham, next
mm,
batsman. I'm asking both of you. I'm asking
mm.
both of you. Since you are the my focus area, focus guys of the first focus souls. In your day-to-day life, I'm talking about today. How do you live feeling it was an enlightened life? And how do you live feeling I lived a bakwas, bekar
Okay,
life?
I'll just give an example that today, just now, some time back, 5 minutes back, we are working out full throughout the day. I got a call from my MD of the hotel. I could not answer his message, some WhatsApp message. Sometime back he dropped. I was on a sales call, I didn't see it. Okay. Honestly, I
Hmm.
didn't see it. And this has happened maybe 1 or 2 times with him before also, that I take time or reply, response late. So he
Hmm.
said, Ki, Sachin, aisa nahi hota. This is the last warning, I give it to you. It's okay. So what I did now, I accept it. I have no problem to, say anything. I said, sorry, I'll take care of this. And I feel this is the Leela of Prabhu. This is how Prabhu
Oh,
wants. What
this is
can
the
I do?
owner of the company who
Yes,
told like
owner
this.
of the hotel, who the building belongs to. So it's
But
okay.
no, but not okay. But you have to, if he's sick, then you have to tell him, I apologize and it's unintentional. I don't intend. Please,
I said that to him, but
I don't,
he is that,
I don't intend.
uh,
Because I have to guide you, it's very important for us to be secure to run a spiritual life. So
mm,
if I
mm,
were you, I would change my WhatsApp settings that when
mm.
his phone comes or his message comes, a special ringtone should be there.
I did that actually, but for his phone, it's happening. But in my phone, the phone which the company has given, there is no option for message. I did that for phone call. I get a special ring. But for his message, I don't get any alarm like this. I
So
did
tell
try
him
that.
kindly call me, sir. Anytime you need, just call me. No? Just tell him, please call me. Tell him
Mm,
like that.
mm,
Tell him
mm,
I will. Don't worry. However busy I am, you call me anytime. 24 hours. You call me. Give him the confidence. So
mm.
continue. So how is this? How will an enlightened person live? What you're saying?
So I said that, that of course I consider this has happened to me and I said sorry to him. But of course, as I also realized, this is also part of Leela of, God.
What Leela of God? Why you're bringing God in the picture?
No, no, no. Means this is also part of karma, This is Leela happening.
But you can change your karma.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
trying
change
to
your karma
transit.
by doing the right karma. If you do the right
Mm,
karma, then there'll be no problem.
yeah.
But I'm asking something different. So you stand by.
Mm,
And how I'm asking today, very beautiful, new, completely new call. My dear friends, completely new call. Don't tell me or anything old. Don't tell me neti neti tattvamasi. Don't tell me anything old. In a day-to-day life, in a day-to-day life of a dhobi, life of anybody, whether it's life of a dhobi or you're eating gobi, how do enlightened people live? Shivoham, Krishna, Siba, Siri. We have four players. And of course, Sachiv, you are welcome to come back if there is a question again on this. I want to guide you all in a day-to-day life. How do enlightened people live? Start. Shivoham.
Shivam Sarji.
Sir,
Sir, enlightened people live like a yogi. योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे.
I told you don't give any old matters.
No matter, like a, okay, one word, yogi.
But we have spoken about yogi 100 times now.
Then everything is like enlightened people, they live as I am nothing, and the other people live as I, only I.
Give some example. That is something new. Give some example.
The enlightened people realize that I am nothing, Prabhu is everything.
In day-to-day life. In a day-to-day life. If there was no Pani Puri fellow, how do you know the Pani Puri fellow is enlightened or not enlightened? Give some day-to-day example.
So the outside world, like I, everything is I. How P-O-G-O.
In your life, when do you live enlightened and when do you live not enlightened? You tell me that. You have both. Okay, you have both examples. Sometimes you're living awakened life. Sometimes you're living not awakened life. Can you give me both examples?
So the awakened life is when I'm connected to divine, and
And
when I'm not awakened, I'm living as a common man, outside world. Sometimes I with the I, that I am this thing.
so I'm giving you all another example, one more tip, one more hint I'm telling you. Give me practical examples. In a day-to-day life, how do enlightened people live? Today must be an eye opener. Today's session must be like you must say, wow, what an amazing session. I want that type of contribution. Think Krishna, Siba, Siri, newcomers, Girish Anand, Sundar, and Ashwin, newcomers on the question today, and Karma. Let me see how exciting this call becomes. Krishna,
Sir, Krishnoham.
Krishnoham.
Sir, I can only say what we saw in you during the retreat and all that. One thing is when you're enlightened, daily life me, since you said you are living moment by moment, nothing can disturb you. Whatever, nobody can disturb you. You are always happy, enthusiastic, and main thing, once you're enlightened and you reach that stage, you want to spread that happiness. You want to pull all us or matlab, you want to share that wisdom you're enjoying, you want to share that happiness you're enjoying. So I think the enlightened man becomes useful to the entire world automatically. You वो मुझे पहले लग रहा है कि automatically he becomes, you know, it is just like light ke pass all the what you call the flies will go to the light. So he is radiating that peace, love, and bliss. So people get attracted to that
Good.
enlightened person. He is not disturbed. He always, it is like nothing. He seeks nothing. He wants nothing. So it is, he lives as a divine instrument. He is sip. He loves as sip. That is the two new words we learned. So an enlightened person, I think he is sip. So he's like God. He behaves like God. He is God. Everything is God. And he doesn't do any actions for himself. He speaks the voice of the Lord. So I think, yeah, it is like flute. Many examples I can say, whatever you have taught us. I'm not enlightened, so I'm just trying to see what I saw in you.
So very good observations. Let me catch what you said, and I'm also giving you one more suggestion for your next contribution for today. I want one more contribution from you. But Krishna spoke very beautifully. Up to now, she has spoken the best answer because she's saying, how do an enlightened person live? I see when I saw in an enlightened person that nothingness, that complete ananda, that divine instrument, that love for sip, that whole aura. So you said so many words. I don't remember all the words.
And my yesterday's question also I see in you, because you're no more the slave of mind and ego. So you're completely locked in consciousness. So nothing can disturb you.
So I'm giving you one more hint because I want one more answer from you. Come back.
You're free. You are not prisoner of anybody, anything.
Okay, now everybody listen to what I'm telling Krishna. Very, very important in this call. All of you cannot don't repeat the same thing Krishna said, because she has given the answer A. Part A of the part A answer is given. Now I'm introducing part B. In day-to-day life, how
हाँ,
do how do non-enlightened people live?
how do?
Non-enlightened people live.
वो तो हम लोग.
No. Abhi, that examples I want, because then we know the comparison between enlightened people and not enlightened. So I want you all to give me a comparison answer. More to, because it's very important for us to learn
Yes,
in
yes,
day
yes,
to
sir.
day. So come back, put your words together, and I'll give you an opportunity to come back as soon as you can. How do enlightened people live? How
And
do
one more point of
non-enlightened?
yours. So one more point of an enlightened person I want to especially yours. You always say you enjoy little and big things, but you're not clinging to that pleasure. Yesterday also you said you had dosha and all that after the wellness center. So it is not that you're running away from pleasure, but you have peace, but it's all old things. Okay.
I do everything a normal man does.
Yeah.
I don't deny myself anything. A normal human being, what he can do, what he should do, I do. I don't do sin. I don't do anything to harm anybody. I do everything as a divine instrument. But I want to go beyond me. So I want you all to see how an enlightened person lives. Forget about me, whether I'm enlightened or not enlightened, but chodo. What I'm teaching you all, fine. I'm guiding you all how to be awakened, how to be enlightened. Obviously, I can't do it unless I have my personal experience. I'm asking you all, very important. How do you see a person living as an enlightened person? There are 1,000 examples you can give me how you see a not
So
enlightened person.
for us now, I can tick that E1 to E10. You know, I'm seeing a person in front of you, front of me, and I've seen other gurus also. So I've seen many saints. It's not that one person, but so E1 to E10 encapsulates that how he lives.
So now I'm saying compare how I see an enlightened person living and a not enlightened person. Similar situations. So let us see how interesting. I told you this call can be very interesting today. Siba, Siri, Girish, and Sundar. Ashwin, Karma, Premchandji, Siva, Shivoham, Anamika, Atmanand. We have got up to Atmanand. Come on.
प्रणाम गुरुजी मैं सिमर
Pranam.
गुरुजी एनलाइटेंड पीपल लिव लाइक अ लोटस गुरुजी कीचड़ के बीच में रह के जैसे कीचड़ अपना
नया कुछ नया बोलो, कुछ नया बोलो.
गुरुजी नया ये सुनो ना आगे सुनो गुरुजी कीचड़ के बीच में रह के जैसे लोटस उसकी ब्यूटी
सब सुने, सब लोग सबने सुन लिया. ये कीचड़ के बीच में लोटस 1000 बार सुन लिया.
तो हम
Don't
लोग
speak anything old.
भी कीचड़ इज लाइक अ कर्मा के बीच में
Come back with idea. Compare enlightened person. Suppose I am enlightened person with my daughter, I will behave like this. I am not enlightened, I will behave like this. Come back again. Siri, come back clearly. Enlightened person, how she will behave with neighbor, and not enlightened person, how she'll behave with neighbor. Siri, no old gyan. I don't want any old gyan. All new stuff today.
Shivam Guruji.
Shiva.
No old Gyan. Enlightened person will always live in Ladi and surrendered mode, and he will always be in consciousness. Whereas non-enlightened person, he can come to mind state anytime. Whereas enlightened person will always be in consciousness.
So give
and
example.
always...
Good. First person who's giving now the real answers after Krishna. So Siri, give some example.
How a
How a person
comes...
is enlightened is not in mind state. What a person in mind state will do. What a person in not mind state will do. That's why my subject said in day-to-day life.
Yes, because he lives by moment and moment. Whereas the non-intent person, he thinks about the past, future, everything he starts preparing. And till you are enlightened, you will go to mind state, definitely. Not so much you can come back BBC, but still, whereas an enlightened person will always be in subconsciousness only, always in subconsciousness. Nothing matters to him. He's always...
Come back with some more. Siri, I'm sure you can give me some more good examples, Siri. Come back one more time. Okay. Girish Anand. Let me see. Girish, are you in consciousness what I'm asking? Girish Anand. Bolo.
He will always, always, always use Viveka and transcend all experiences, whether good or bad,
So what
and
is a
take
non
right action.
and what will a non-enlightened person do? Give some examples.
Mind state, reaction, RDX.
Say that. Something new you're telling. So when somebody is continuing to do RDX, what do you know?
Because he is reacting, he is in mind state.
Therefore, he's not enlightened, right?
Yes,
Will an enlightened person react ever?
never.
So
And
good answer. Girish is giving one. Yeah, Girish is giving the first good answer. Comparative. After Krishna, Krishna broke it. I want like this. I want this answer. When I see somebody, suppose Girish Anand, I meet somebody, and that somebody is telling me, that fellow, no, that fellow needs to be shot. You know, that fellow, if I could take a gun and really kill that fellow, I should kill that guy. Such a bloody nonsense fellow. Destroy him, kill him. What are the qualities he's showing?
mind and ego at its extreme.
Because you're showing anger, you're showing RDX. Will an enlightened person never speak like this?
No.
So I want some more interesting answers. Girish, one more attempt. Give me some more creative answers. Sundar and Ashwin. I am trying to get you all, like I gave you this one example. How it was, what's the difference between an enlightened person and a not enlightened person? Quick, Sundar and Ashwin, quickly, come on.
Oh, Shivam sir,
Shiva,
how how enlightened person live in day-to-day life and giving many sentences regarding that is carries less meaning. I think he lives for a moment. That's all from my point of view.
no, explain again.
Yeah, how enlightened person live in day-to-day life and for explanation how he live by giving many sentences um, gives very less meaning, I think. Just
So,
I want to give one sentence only. He lives for a moment. That's all, and everything comes there.
so explain correctly. What you're saying is correct, but you're not explaining correctly. For example, an enlightened person will not be talking, that last week that guy, no, that last week that man who came, he was very tall, no, that guy. He is much taller than us. Will an enlightened person talk what happened last
No,
week?
no, sir. He doesn't talk in that way. He
And
just talks for a moment only. What's happening now?
in
He
the moment.
talks.
Correct.
Yes,
The
yes, yes.
enlightened person will not say, after next year, I'm going to
No, sir, no,
Antarctica
no.
after 1 year. He will not talk that. He will never speak about something which is future or past.
Yes, sir. And everything comes there. When he lives in a moment or for a moment, everything comes there.
Good,
How he lives
good,
in day-to-day life, sir.
good answer. Sudha. Thank you. Ashwin. I hope I'm
Thank you,
getting
sir.
something from Ashwin now. How do you make out a person is enlightened or not enlightened by their behavior? Ashwin.
Pranam Guruji.
Pranam.
I think the answer is a little bit simple, and I'm not following Krishna in sort of. It's almost like what Krishna said, but slightly differently, based on how I watch you and I watch other people who I believe are entitled. They don't respond. They do not. They respond, but not react.
Good.
So what in daily life, because you asked what do they do in day-to-day life.
Correct.
In daily life, enlightened people pause before speaking,
Good.
listen before judging,
Good.
soften before resisting. So in other words, you don't want to
Yeah,
resist.
very
You
good.
want to,
Very good. Very good.
but very importantly, they understand others may be carrying unseen burdens. As I told you that I saw somebody yesterday, and I was shocked the burden that she was carrying.
Good.
She sent me an email and said, and I was listening to her, and I felt if AiR was here, he would really calm him down. I, because you are enlightened, and very importantly, it is important to respond with empathy as well. So by doing all this day to day life, they are not seeking credit or control. One of the things that is very important, they offer what is needed and then step back. So, in other words, they perform and move on to the next situation or whatever. But, and importantly, the service flows naturally, they are without self centeredness and they serve without any obligation. For basically what is needed, basically, their humility is their their humility is at the highest level,
Very good.
and it's not weakness but strength without ego. So in other words, they might be performing something which any ordinary person, like you said, what would they do? Well, if they thought they did a nice job, ego will come up. Look what I did. What I
Yes.
look, you know.
Correct, right? And not in that way, I did, me,
Yeah,
I did it,
me,
me,
yeah,
yeah, no, she did not, she's bullshit, man. She's useless. I did it.
yeah, absolutely. And I
So
think
you can easily see through an enlightened person or not. If you wear the glasses, if you wear the glasses of consciousness, if you're just wearing glasses of consciousness, so easily you can make out.
so. I remember a quote. I forget who the scientist was. He said, enlightenment is waking up to the truth of what life is, not what is going to be or what it was or anything. And
Beautiful.
he importantly said it has to do with interconnectedness with everything. So
Very good.
you're not showing your credit, or you're not doing something for just human beings. You could be doing for a dog or an animal.
Because you don't see difference. There is oneness. That
Yeah.
is what you say is that interconnected universal consciousness.
I know a child, when I say child, a teenager who went to a lake in Kenya, and he saw flamingos stuck in the lake.
Yeah, yeah.
He went back to the school and got the teacher to say, we need to take these flamingos out of. And it's amazing that child did not want any credit for it. But the English teacher, said, look, you're going to be the president of the Wildlife Society for the school. And he bowed down and he performed his duties, basically.
Good, very good. Thank you, Ashwin. So, my dear friends, this is the way we are trying to see. Why am I giving this to you today? I'm giving this to you because then in constant day-to-day life, when you see people enlightened, not enlightened, or behaving enlightened, not enlightened, it will help you get more enlightened. So it will help you to overcome many of the elements that show a person is not enlightened. But let's hear you a little more. I can talk and talk. Karma Premchandji, Siva Shivoham.
Shivoham AiR. Hope you're
Yes,
doing well.
yes,
Very
yes.
interesting question. Kind of, it forces a lot of us to reflect within. Uh, सबके बहुत अच्छे अच्छे points हैं, but the most I resonate with is what Ashwin ji just said. Because एक चीज मेरे मन में ये है कि how do we know कि enlightened person कैसे रहते हैं? I don't think we have experienced that stage. We are just kind of putting our expectations कि ऐसे शायद रहते होंगे या रहना चाहिए. But and of course, no two enlightened people can also be living the same life or going through the same process. सबका journey अलग अलग रही होगी. But I think the common thread would be authenticity, no lies, not just seeing the truth, but living the truth, speaking the truth. And they don't see things as black and white, because there are so much grays in life. The nuances, वो nuances, वो बारीकियां उनको जब नजर आना शुरू हो जाती हैं, and then of course the oneness, there is no hierarchy, no बड़ा छोटा, no बेहतर जन्म और नीचा जन्म and all that all just dissolves. So आई थिंक एक दो ये लाइनें मैंने पहले भी आपके साथ शेयर की हैं, and दोबारा बताऊंगी कि इन अ क्रक्स इट वुड बी लाइक, ना अपमान का भय, ना सम्मान का मोह. It's that kind of state.
Okay, good. But thank you, Karma. But I want you to listen to the rest of the conversation and the end, especially because today, by the end of the conversation, we will be so easy. You're saying two enlightened people will be different. So, no, they will not be very different. And I will show you how by the end of this call. So, because awakening and enlightenment are identical. A person who's enlightened, the way to enlightenment may be different. The method of enlightenment may be different, but the destination is the same. So Karma, stay tuned. Okay, Karma, just here to what we are going to catch up. Thank you. Premchandji and Siva.
Shivam Gurudev,
Shivoham, bataiye.
I think an entitled person lives in an ordinary way. No one can identify him that he is an enlightened person. He need not show that I am enlightened, I am enlightened, I am enlightened.
Very good.
So they live without reaction plus total acceptance in outer world. Plus they live with truth and consciousness in their behavior, so they never disturb others.
हाँ, आप ये कुछ पॉइंट्स आपके अच्छे हैं. आप और फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने दो इंपॉर्टेंट का पॉइंट किए. वन, an enlightened person will never disturb others. A not enlightened person will disturb others. An enlightened person will not blow his trumpet and say, I am enlightened, I am enlightened.
He need not say. Yeah. They live in inner life with contentment and happiness. They live outer life with truth and consciousness, so that they never disturb others.
So like
and
that,
no one can
yeah, very good. और कोई practical example?
And no one can disturb them. No one can disturb them because they live without reaction plus total acceptance, without mind and ego.
Very good. लेकिन आपने दो अच्छे एग्जाम्पल दिए. Very good. Thank you, Premchand ji. So you can make out the way the enlightened person behave. Thank you, Premchand ji. Siva, Shivoham, Anamika, and Krishna. We have many people in the line. Yes.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham.
Guruji, enlightened person, he love all, he serve all, he see all with equal vision. He has no likes and dislikes. He has no prejudices. His life is about selfless service. He put others' well-being above his well-being. He does everything with no attachment or no identification with his ego.
Good, but some of the things you have said are a little bit question mark. I'm not going to come on to it right now. For example, if an enlightenment person sees somebody shooting a terrorist, will he come in front of the terrorist and die and save the terrorist? No, he will not do it, because his life is more precious than the life of the terrorist. So therefore, I don't want to be theoretical in this matter. But Siva, can you convert what you're saying? I don't know whether you were there in the beginning of the call. Can you convert what you are saying practically into how an enlightened person, like Premchand ji gave just now two simple examples. And Shiva, you can also come back if you missed the beginning of the call. What Premchand ji said very beautifully, Premchand ji said, an enlightened person will not blow his trumpet. No enlightened person will blow his trumpet. And one more thing he said. What did he said? Two important things. What did he say? He said an enlightened person will have humility. So there are some things that we have to learn in a practical way. I am telling you all very simple and practical. Who else said before this about RDX? I think Ashwin said it. No, Krishna also said. Somebody else said specifically that I think it's Siri. So many people. So I want to know. I'm losing track because I'm trying to concentrate. How to guide you all? There are certain simple elements of being enlightened, the way you behave, and the certain simple elements that you're not enlightened. Let me give you a simple thing. If you would see a person, there's a lizard outside, I'm going to die. Maybe a lizard, it may be a snake. Oh, how I'm going to die. The fear of death, snake is coming. Then is that a sign of enlightenment? An enlightened person will not be afraid of the snake and to die. The enlightened person will think how to take care of the snake, how to save my life in consciousness, calmly, very calmly. So, Shiva, you want to come back with some examples?
That's it, Guruji. Like main thing is having equal vision for all, and fearlessness is
My dear,
also
my
one
dear,
of the
wait,
important.
wait, wait. 1 minute. How can you have equal vision for all? Please explain to me.
When you see, like when you go past your likes and dislikes and your prejudices.
That's okay. I thought you just, as I told you, today's call is a very simple call. No gyan. I don't want any gyan in today's call. I'm asking for simple date. Today's call says, Shiva, day-to-day life. Somebody having coffee. What is the difference of an enlightened person having coffee and a non-enlightened person? Give me such examples. I am talking about simple, practical examples. So come back. Shivoham, Anamika,
Fearless
Krishna.
life is also
Huh?
one. Fearless
What?
life, Guruji, as you pointed out.
So
Fearless
fearless.
life because he has nothing to lose.
Correct. So give me a practical example. How would you see? You have got 100 practical examples in your day-to-day life. You're seeing people enlightened and not enlightened. So come back with some practical examples. Shiva.
Okay, Guruji.
Thank you. Shivoham, Anamika, Krishna, and Rekha.
Shivam Sarji.
Shivoham.
Sarji, I'm having 12 points written for an enlightened person, but to make it short, enlightened person, he's having an enlightened ego, lives with enlightened ego, whereas the others live in full ego. An enlightened person sees sip in all,
Convert
whereas
now. Ashok, you're saying very technically. Convert in a practical manner. Give me the same point. So repeat the same previous point. What did you say?
enlightened ego and full of ego.
So give that in a practical way. Nah? In a
See sip in
practical
all,
way. For
enlightened people.
example, when Lord Krishna took Arjuna, Arjuna told, I am giving the gold. I am giving the gold. I am giving the gold. What did Karna say? Karna said, Namaskar, my bhaiyo.
Take
Gold is
whatever
there.
you want. Anyone take.
I want examples like that. I want you all to give me an example. No gyan today.
Sarji, see sip in all, whereas the other
Give me
common
practically
man,
how. Give me practically how somebody can see sip in all. Give me practical example.
how to be khush, na how to be khush.
That's not sip in all. But an enlightened person is the good answer you get. An enlightened person, imagine a person not enlightened. माजी क्या हुआ माजी मेरा बेटा नहीं आया अमेरिका से मैं तो थक गई मेरा बेटा आना था देखो मेरा बेटा नहीं आया है अमेरिका से
Attachment.
enlightened
He is living with attachments,
so enlightened not enlightened
not enlightened.
माजी आपका बेटा है अमेरिका से अरे उसको आना है तो आओ उसको अमेरिका में बैठना है तो जाओ हमें
How
क्या
to
फर्क
be,
पड़ता है
how
I
to
want
be.
you to give example like this day-to-day life. Why you are giving gyan today? I don't want gyan today. I want day-to-day examples. You have any more day-to-day example, or you're going to come back?
I'll try to come back, Sarji. I think
I want day-to-day example. I want this group to see the difference. I converted your idea. I converted your point into day-to-day example. Anamika, any example of day-to-day enlightened person, non-enlightened person?
Yeah, Shivam.
Sure.
I'm blessed to hear all these examples and discussions, which is very, very live. I will follow the same rules, not repeating anything. But then what I could conclude is basically we see. I mean, I was trying to go for that. There is an emotional imbalance. So, non-enlightened person will go around the emotions, and the enlightened person will not beat around the bush of the emotions.
Good.
So, because he or she is enlightened, they will not go and crib or cry about any of the situation. This is what the difference which I understood. But with the live example, if I'll say, you only have given a hint for the example that neighbor, for example. So one neighbor is very much every time switching on the tap and water is flowing, and then another side of the wall, people are cribbing about the water, pani nahi aa raha hai, nahi aa raha hai, and then they were not ready to give that. I mean, not a helping nature, basically. So this is all emotions. We are, I mean, not enlightened people will be surrounded with the emotions, and they will roam. I mean, they will survive with all those emotional imbalances. So now, when who is mature enough emotionally, every enlightened person, they will think of helping others also. This is what day to day life. Just an example.
Good.
So he will think of like, this is not my mera kuch to jayega nahi. If I'll give some part of, I mean, this is also nature's gift. Water is a nature's gift. So if I'll give also, will not, I will not be of shortage of this. If mere usme hoga, to I'll take it from somebody else. If I'll have help, then others will also help me. That will be, I think, that will be a one sort of example.
Very good. So I'm just adding one point to what you're saying. So very nice what Amy is saying. She says that an enlightened person is not emotionally imbalanced. पानी नहीं है तो पानी नहीं है. A non-enlightened person, पानी नहीं है, they will fill 6 tubs and keep in their house. अरे पानी नहीं, मेरा 6 टब भर गया. बाहर नेबर को मरने दो साले को, मरने दो साले को. But an enlightened person will say सबको पानी पीना है यार. अगर हम मरेंगे तो साथ ऐसा नहीं होगा. Enlightened person will use intelligence, not the mind, which is, you use the word emotional imbalance, but sometimes emotion can be positive, but you're talking of negative emotions. So yes, a person who's not enlightened is portraying negative emotions all the time, negative emotions, imbalance. But a person who is enlightened is what we call in Hindi sthir buddhi. Sthir buddhi means sthir. A person who is enlightened will not lose control, anger, coming back with ignorance. No, they'll be very, very balanced. Good, Anamika, thank you.
Also,
she's speaking one more thing. Yes.
Also, I would like to add, if there are circumstances which come across that nobody is going to help also, somebody who is enlightened, they will look for an opportunity to give some suggestions, or look for an opportunity that kaise, I mean, not for a, I mean, I'm just not getting the word, the opportunity to help.
So see, yeah,
So,
okay. Well, thank you. Thank you. Your points I've noted. Thank you. Krishna, next. So you can easily make out the behavior of an. So I'm hoping before the end of this call, we'll get many more quick examples. Krishna.
Sir, I want to give two analogies, quick analogy. For example, a worldly person gets hurt by somebody's words. Whereas an enlightened person, it is an example of a tissue paper. Enlightened person will throw the tissue paper after cleaning, but a worldly person will keep it in his pocket throughout this. And
okay, I don't know how that's to do with enlightenment or not.
Next analogy is about an old films में negative होते थे ना. If it is exposed to light, it gets spoiled. For us, the beliefs, conditioning are like negatives. We don't expose, we keep it to reprint and reprint. But an enlightened person, light करके वो निकल जाता है. It is no more, that is one.
Out of what you said, the first line you said was very powerful. What is it? Repeat the first line you spoke. First line.
Worldly people get offended very easily.
I want to wait. I want to pause on that. That was the best line you spoke. So when you see people, and you see people are getting offended very easily, What are they?
Yeah.
The
They are not
enlightened.
enlightened. They are
So
not
this is
enlightened.
what I want you all to learn, and I don't want you to get offended by every little thing. I look at people and they are so offended. क्या हुआ? देखो उसने क्या बोला यार. देखिए उसने क्या किया यार. देखो he said like this. She told like this.
बाढ़ में जाओ.
So
And
this was the most powerful
yeah.
point. Other things I'm not
Another one more,
considering. Yeah.
no, two more. Say two more. I'll quickly say
Yeah.
because you are centered in self, so you are centered in self, but other people are self-centered, so they don't share. So that is there. And I think somebody said that you are powerful, but with humility. Other people who are powerful are very arrogant. And then you may not have a PhD, LLB, but still you are not foolish. But other people may have a PhD, LLB, that this, but they are foolish. Worldly people.
Okay, very good. I want to give you a small example. I'm inspired by Krishna to give you a small example. So about 10 years back, when I was starting my spiritual journey, for 10 years, 11 years, 2014. Huh? 2014, I would go to Dada and I would tell Dada, Dada, I'm writing my first book. And I wrote my first book and I wrote a book on Dada, on my guru. He was very happy, very, very happy. Then, very funny, but everybody in the room, about 10 people who are Dadas, sorry to use the word, I don't know, okay, let me not use a bad word, but people who are just trying to praise Dada and trying to, they told, Dada, this fellow, he only comes and copies everything that you say and writes books. Look at this guy, Dada. He is copying, आपका ही copy करके ये book लिख रहा है. Dada turned and told them, what is mine? Nothing is mine. He turned and told me, Ravi, whatever is mine is yours. Write whatever of mine in your books. Everything of mine is yours. His own assistants were snubbed. His own assistants is a life story. They were snubbed because they try to demean. They try to tell Dada, see this guy, he's only whatever he's learning from you only. He's writing book as though he is writing the book. Dada said, of course he will write like that. Of course.
So now you told us a live example of how worldly people talk and how Dada speaks.
Yeah,
That's
this is
also a
very,
difference.
very important. See, in one room, I could see the difference. And from Dada and his Dada's assistants. So I'm asking, why today's session? Today's session is to inspire you. See, I can't be with you 24 hours, but today's session is going to make you enlightened 24 hours. Every time some scene is happening, straight away you can say enlightened, not enlightened. If you're wearing the eyes of consciousness. But if you're in mind state, then you will judge. I'm not asking you to judge. I'm asking you to observe. I'm asking you to observe. Thank you. Rekha, Siba, Simi, Sukhi, Bliko, Girish, Siva, Nikila, Rumataji. I don't know how much we'll be able to cover, but let's go. Come on. Rekha.
Shivoham Air.
Shivoham.
An enlightened person will live in grace. We have Yogini's example today. Like, we are grateful, at least she has the money to go through this in the best of hospitals and accept her problem. So
good.
Live in grace.
Good. I hope she's
Very
okay.
grateful.
Finished her procedure today or no?
Not yet. At 8 o'clock, she was supposed to go through that procedure.
Okay.
I will
So
let you
good.
know.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
our conscious good wishes are with her. Siba,
Yeah.
Siba, Simi, Sukhi, and Bliko.
Guruji, pranam Guruji.
Bolo.
Non-enlightened and enlightened Guruji. Non-enlightened will not know the purpose of the life, Guruji, and enlightened will know the purpose of the life. Then mind, वो mind में ही रहेगा और ये consciousness में, और everything matters. Non-enlightened को everything matters, each and everything matters, और इसको nothing matters. कुछ भी
ये point अच्छा है. बाकी तो ज्ञान है. ज्ञान नहीं चाहिए आज. Give me practical examples.
Identity, ego वो में रहेगा. प्रभु तू ही तू, और नॉन एनलाइटन बोलेगा प्रभु तू ही तू.
So let me give you an example. एक आदमी था, वो नॉन एनलाइटन था. नॉन एनलाइटन था, उसके घर के सामने इतना बड़ा बोर्ड था, मोटूलाल सन्स. बड़ा मोटूलाल सन्स. एक बार वो ज्ञान में आ गया, छोटा कर दिया, मोटूलाल सन्स. See, because an enlightened person doesn't need to blow trumpet. Huh? Good practice. और कुछ?
हाँ गुरुजी. लंबी लंबी बातें करेगा नॉन
हाँ
एनलाइटेंड.
इसलिए मैं बोलता हूँ ब्रीफ में बोलो. हाँ, and non-enlightened person will tell blah 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 what you have to say in 3 words. Enlightened person talks short,
हाँ फ्यू एकदम
sweet, छोटा.
हाँ. एंड एनलाइटन वो जो है he will be a good listener. Non enlightened will be a good listener, good observer. Sorry, enlighten वाला जो है
Wrong.
good listener and observer.
कोई आदमी बकवास बात कर रहा है 1 घंटा, एनलाइटन person सुनेगा 1 घंटा बकवास? गलत. ना गलत बात. This is not a good point. Okay.
And then next point, he will interfere in each and every matter, non enlightened. और एनलाइटन वाला सेवा सत्संग सुमिरन में बिलीव करेगा.
Okay, over. I like your one point, good point. Enlightened person will not interfere in other people's matters.
Yeah.
Good point. ये practical आपने अच्छा बोला. Good point. Thank you, Shiba. An enlightened person will not interfere. And non-enlightened person, when two people are doing jagada, हाँ, क्या हुआ? इसने ऐसे बोला तो इसने बोला, तुमने ऐसे क्यों बोला? तुमने ऐसे, अरे तुम्हारा किसका जाता है? तुम a non-enlightened person, this day to day, beautiful example, Shiba gave, maybe she sees in Pune outside her house. She must be seeing it outside her house very often. When two people are fighting, enlightened person will say, अरे यार, मत लड़ो यार. एक दूसरे में भगवान है, मत लड़ो यार. And non-enlightened person, तुमने ऐसे बोला, तुमने इसको ऐसे क्यों बोला? तुम सॉरी बोलो, तुमने ऐसे क्यों बोला? They will just come and do dadagiri. Enlightened people don't do dadagiri. Non-enlightened people like to do dadagiri. Simi, Sukhi.
Shivoham, sir.
We will end with Shivoham last. Okay, after Nikhila, Rumataji, Shivoham. We will not have time beyond that. Yes, Bodo Simi.
Yeah. So, sir, first of all, the enlightened person don't cry.
Very
The
good.
non-enlightened person
Very
cry.
beautiful. Enlightened person will not cry. Never cry. Good practical
This is
example.
inspired from your Instagram call today. Don't cry over if you pay too much. Don't cry.
क्या पॉइंट है?
Yeah.
तुमने भेलपुरी के लिए 500 दे दिया, तुमने पूछा नहीं, तुमने खा लिया. वो भेलपुरी वाले बोलता है, भेलपुरी वाला टुडे द भेलपुरी वाला चार्ज आफ्टर ईटिंग भेलपुरी, यू टेल हिम कितना? ही सेज 500. ये बहुत ज्यादा है. भेलपुरी वापस दो. भेलपुरी वापस कैसे देगा? तुमने खा लिया, भेलपुरी खा लिया 100 रुपए का. नाउ ही इज सेइंग 500 रुपए. Why you didn't ask the price? Don't cry. Shut up and pay. Continue.
Yeah. Second, enlightened person will not gossip. The
Good.
non-enlightened person will always be involved in the gossip.
See, first thing a non-enlightened person will come and tell, you know what he said? You know what she's telling? You know what she told about you? You know what he told about you? Will enlightened person do it? Never.
Yeah.
Enlightened, very good point, Simi. You've heard a lot and you're coming with deep consciousness. An enlightened person will never gossip. Continue.
Third, will not speak but the point is covered, I think, by Siba ma'am. And second, the spirit, he will be the spiritually selfish, will not entertain too much of things from this. Spiritually selfish, centered at self, be focused. And then I think one more point I have, he will not be he will not be having I think the more than one car, the more than one house, the need basically. What is
Good.
the need?
Very good point. An enlightened person will not say, I want 100 Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
An enlightened person will not say, I want 100 Rolex watches. An enlightened person will never rebel. I know a person. I know one guru. One man went to the guru and told him, Guruji, I want to give you 1 crore. Guruji said, what will I do? I don't want. The man was surprised. Guruji is giving, I'm giving 1 crore. Guruji is saying, I don't want. The man is saying, but I want to give. Guruji said that give, आश्रम में है, आश्रम में जाके डालो. तुम्हें जो करना है आश्रम में करो, 1 crore डालो, खड़ा करो, बिल्डिंग बनाओ.
Yes.
An enlightened person is not greedy. Good, very good points. He will not say, give me. He knows nothing is mine. Beautiful points. Sukhi Bliko. Very good points. Sukhi and Bliko. But I want you all to learn from today's call. Very important.
Shivoham, sir, I go down to all this in this call.
Yes.
Enlightened person is not attached. Non-enlightened person is attached to the world. Enlightened person lives in truth truth consciousness, so he lives with peace, bliss, and love. And non-enlightened lives with ignorance. Another one point is enlightened person has lit the light within, so he is able to change the name. And non-enlightened person lives in duality, so he is unable to change name.
It's a very simple thing. See, changing the name must be done with sincerity.
Correct.
I always tell you, I tell Blicko, how many people call you Blicko? Yes, recently I asked somebody else. Who I asked, I don't know. I asked somebody. If you change your name, don't change your name just because you're playing a game. Don't change your name because you're playing a game. Changing a name is not a joke. Swami Chinmayananda, he changed the Swamis who changed their name. They're not playing a game. They have changed their name because they have experienced a metamorphosis. People don't understand. Swamis who have changed their name have given up. Narendra. Narendra became Vivekananda. He gave up Narendra because he did not remain Narendra. So it's very, very important. Good points, okay? I wish you had only made them more
Thank you.
practical
I
examples, but
just
good points.
wanted to say one point. I wanted to say thank you for giving me this name. It's been 1 year today.
So everybody
just
calls you
wanted to.
Sukhi, or I don't know your original name now.
Yes, yes.
Everybody calls you
Suki,
Sukhi.
my name is, yes. In the office also, and many of my friends.
See, how can you be not awakened and enlightened if everybody calls you Sukhi? Hi Sukhi, 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 Sukhi. So this is a something which is very daring, and people who are clinging to their old name will never be enlightened. People who are clinging to their old name will never get enlightened, because it means they are clinging to a normal life, and they will suffer. They will suffer pain of the body, misery of the mind, and agony of the ego. Good, Sukhi. Bliko and Girishanand. Bliko and Girishanand.
Shivoham, love you all.
Sir.
I'll give a practical example. A
That's what I'm
non-enlightened person,
waiting for.
enlightened person will bow down to saints, gods, and other people, other higher people. And then non-enlightened people, then enlightened person will bow down to whoever comes in front of him, because
Very
he
good.
has no head. He is headless person.
Very good. Very good. Excellent.
And I learned this from Dada Vaswani also, because I listened sometime there. He said, anybody, what I observing, anybody comes and bow down, he before he attempt to do, he will touch his feet.
He bows
So
down to everybody.
Yeah, so that is surprising, because that will surprise everybody, because they are non-enlightened people will say, surprise, oh, how this big guy is bow down to a very sweeper-like person. So that
Humility.
humility, I
Dada's
consider
humility.
that humility is the biggest inherent nature of enlightened person.
He was an
Which
epitome. He was an
normal
epitome
people will
of
not
humility.
have. Yeah, normal people cannot, inculcate that. I have other example, but let's give the chance to others. Yeah, we'll do.
Girish, thank you. Girish Anand, thank you. We'll finish Girish Anand, Siva, Nikhila, Rumataji, and Sivoham. Quickly, come on.
उसे पेन होगा लेकिन सफरिंग नहीं.
Very good. Very beautiful. An enlightened person who has pain will not suffer. And a person who's not enlightened? Oh, बचाओ, मर गया. No, भगवान मुझे बचाओ, भगवान. 1 second you can make out enlightened or not enlightened. Enlightened person. He will bear it. Good. Thank you, Girish. Good example. Siva, Nikhila, Rumataji, Siva.
Only one thing I want to add.
Please off your video.
Aspect.
Off your video. We can't hear you. Off your video and speak.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay. An enlightened person is always compassionate.
Yes.
And a normal person is not. They are very sensitive. They are very choosy.
Okay. Very good.
because yeah, otherwise the pain
And
and not enjoy, always in pleasure. I wanted to say that before that Girish said, Girish Radan said, and Atma in Ravi. That means you are always in soul consciousness because you are enlightened. You realize the God realization. So your action depends on that. Whatever ship guides you, the action depends on that.
Very good.
Because it's
Unfortunately, your connection is not so good. So let me explain what you are saying because people cannot understand what you are saying. Let me explain. So what Shiva is saying, an enlightened person is not greedy. You see, a non-enlightened person, if there are 3 masala dosas on the table and there are 3 people sitting, they will take 2 masala dosas and put in their plate. If an enlightened person is there, they will first give other people the masala dosa, and they will, if possible, they will take the next idli when it comes. Greed is a sign of being not enlightened. So an enlightened person is never greedy. Only paying is never. An enlightened person is compassionate. What Shiva said. Compassionate means thinking more about others, caring more about others. I don't know how God started my journey like that. Thank you, Shiva. I don't know how God started my journey, but 40 years back, He taught me to be compassionate. 40 years back. And that is the gift of Shiva. Thank you. Nikhila and Rumataji, let's close. Your connection is not so good, Shiva. Nikhila and Rumataji.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste.
Yeah. So there are many examples. So enlightened people.
Unmute. You got muted, please. Enlightened people, Nikhila.
Yeah. So non-enlightened people keep procrastinating things. They keep thinking of the pros and cons and they don't act. Enlightened people, yeah, they already know what to do.
Yeah, but don't
And
use
then,
the word. Please don't use the word procrastinating. Actually,
okay.
but what you're saying is correct. Enlightened people are in intellect state and they're able to take crisp decisions. But non-enlightened people are in mind state. Ye karu, wo karu. Should I do? Should I not do? They are
Yeah,
unable to decide. Continue.
correct. And I sometimes, a lot of times, I guess, I judge people based on my conditioning, like if I come across a disabled person or not a good looking person or addicts or, based on their religion or country, etc. So I am conditioned to think in one way. I'm overcoming that a lot nowadays, but yeah, enlightened people don't judge
Good. Well
anybody.
said. Well said, Nikhila. Thank you. We have to close quickly. Thank you, Nikhila. Rumataji and Shivam. Quickly, we have to close. I want 2 minutes
प्रणाम
to
गुरु
close today. Pranam, boliye.
प्रणाम गुरु जी शिवोहम
Boliye.
गुरु जी enlightened person will not worry whether his neighbor is having 3 cars or 4 cars. He is happy and contented with whatever he is having.
Very good. Very good.
And
And a not enlightened person is worried उसने क्या पहना उसने क्या कपड़ा पहना उसने क्या ज्वेलरी पहना अरे enlightened person doesn't care किसके पास क्या है मैं खुश हूँ and continue.
and secondly, Guruji, if somebody starts fighting with you, you keep silent, then the fight is there only, it is ended. If
Good.
you
And
reply, then it will continue longer and longer.
very good. An enlightened person knows when to be silent and close the matter. But
Yes,
a non enlightened person वो सारा बंद ही नहीं करेगा बड़ा 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 बड़ा
and
बड़ा 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 बड़ा
and thirdly, Guruji, if somebody is very sad, then you must give time to the person to listen whatever he wants to say.
हाँ
Enlightened person will listen to that person, and if is helpful, then he will try to help also. Otherwise, non-enlightened person will just go away saying, I am in hurry or I
So
don't
please,
have time like this.
thank you, Rumataji, but listen to me carefully now. Okay, Rumataji, listen to me carefully, and we are ending with Shivam. Once I told Dada, this lady wanted to talk to you, Dada, but why you just walked away, Dada? It is not good, no, Dada. This lady wants to talk to you, but you walked away. Then Dada told me, this lady has tried to talk to me, and I have listened to her 1 hour already 4 times. And after 1 hour, she has nothing to talk. She goes on blah, 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 blah for 1 hour. So enlightened people will listen to people, but not listen to foolish people again and again because time belongs to SIP and they will not waste time. Thank you. Shivoham.
Shamsaji,
बोलिए.
such an example, non-enlightenment child dies in young age, child dies. So, अरे मेरा मासूम बच्चे का जान क्यों ले लिया, उसने क्या किया था? Whereas an enlightened person understands.
Very
उसके
good.
कर्म के हिसाब से हुआ है.
Very good. A non-enlightened person will fight with God. A
Fight.
non-enlightened, thank you, Shivoham.
Nothing belongs to us. That child also didn't belong to that lady.
See now how beautifully how you came with a beautiful practical example. So we will I don't know whether we should continue this session tomorrow or not with examples, but let me quickly close. Thank you, Shiva, and then see tomorrow what is tomorrow going to be. We'll decide end of the day. You see, in practically, enlightened people do not live with fear, with worry, with stress and anxiety, with regret and shame and guilt. Enlightened people do not live with anger, with hate, with revenge, with jealousy, with pride, with greed, and with selfishness. 14 very simple ways to make out if a person is enlightened or not enlightened. If you see a person with a lot of fear, what is there to fear? क्या fear करना है? If you see a person with a lot of selfishness, lot of greed, lot of pride, if you see a person with a lot of anger, if you see a person with any of these, with suppose the person is very stressed out, completely stressed out. Enlightened people know to smile. If you see a person is not smiling at all, one man I told you claims to be one of the happiest people in the world. He gives 1 hour lecture on happiness without one smile. One hour lecture on happiness. Like this, to be happy. You must be happy. Happy is you be happy. You must be like this. You must do like this. This is happy. No smile. So, my dear friends, today's session was meant to help you become sensitive to experiencing incidents of enlightenment and unenlightenedness. When there is somebody who is not enlightened and when somebody who is enlightened, it doesn't take you too much time. And this must make you learn from others' examples. You must learn and you must improve.